may come a time where we may not use currency and money anymore as a store of value. I think it's going to change. I think we will see countries coming up with new ways of how we exchange value.
And I think when we go back to basics, the brain becomes creative, isn't it? And we always find solutions. Yes.
Yeah.
Now on the positive side of looking at this cardinal climax, how do the signs, in a nutshell, how are the signs reacting to it? Because now we have the sun signs and we have the ascendants. So our listeners would like to know how the signs are reacting to the cardinal climaxes.
Let's do a general run through. I'll do you a quick general run through.
Lovely.
So, Aries. Aries for sure, with Uranus in Aries, with the fact that it's a cardinal sign, boy, Arians have to be affected by it. I would say that the early Aries are going to be affected soonest, so people who have got March to beginning April birthdays, incredibly affected. Your lives are going to be changed, turn upside down. Aries, you've got to be brave. You've got to be ready to be courageous, step out and say what it is that you need and what you want. No beating around the bush anymore. You'll have to be very brave. Taurus, you're a fixed sign. You don't like change. My goodness, you don't like all these changes coming up. And you want to dig your heels in. You want some security. You'd like everything planned out. It's not going to be like this, Taurus. Taurus, best thing you can do is work on your survival stuff. You're an earth sign. A lot of you are good at building, good at gardening. Really good to focus on anything practical that'll stop you worrying so much. Geminis, you're thinking about it. You're all over the place with this. You don't mind lots of changes, but you are thinking, well, what about this? What about that? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. You might want to write down what's going on with you. You might want to share some of your ideas because you're an ideas person. Share it. Spark off some ideas for other people so that they can come up with new ideas as to how we can go through these changes. Because Geminis, you are mutable, so it should be a little bit easier for you in some ways. Depends on your personal chart. Cancerians, well, you like home, you like security, you like family, and a lot of that's going to be changes. You're changing. You're the cardinal sign, and Cancer is the pivotal point of the cardinal climax. We've got Aries, Uranus in Aries, Saturn in Libra, and we've got Pluto at the top of the cardinal climax, and then pivoting at the very bottom opposite the Pluto is Cancer. So if you like, you're part of the Grand Cross here, Cancerians. So for you, boy, everything in your life is up for grabs, is up for change. And you can go with these changes and let go of the old, because you tend to be sentimental, you want to hold on to things. You can let go and move into these new changes. As turbulent as it is, because it will be turbulent, it will take you into new realms that you really might allow yourself to enjoy. And we've got the Leos. Leos, you're fixed. So again, changes, well, if you're organising it and telling everybody else what to do, maybe. But if it's happening to you, which you may well feel it is, well, then you may feel you want to dig your heels in. Try to be a good organiser. You have organisational ability. You're good at delegating. Try to lead people. Leo, after all, the lion, is a leader. So if you're able to lead in your field, try and help people and lead them, maybe to safety or to new horizons. Virgos, gosh, you like to have everything mapped out, planned out, down to the very last detail. You're not going to have time for that. With the cardinal climax, you are going to have to maybe move in a hurry. You may need to move out of where you are quickly. And you may not have time to get everything packed in the order that you want it packed in. You may just have to move. So Virgos, you're very good with anything connected to health. Start studying herbal remedies, natural medicines. We might be back to plants and herbs, because pharmaceuticals could well become, drugs could well become scarce. Then we've got Libras. Well, Libra, I'm a Libra, so yes, huge changes happening for you. You're part of this cardinal climax. Expect your relationships to come under change. You may even feel a certain isolation feeling that you're having to step out on your own and maybe do things on your own rather than with a partner or in a partnership, but Librans are going to be greatly affected, are greatly affected. Scorpios, again a fixed sign. None of the fixed signs like this because they like to know where they're up to. So Scorpio, you're feeling everything intensely. You too, you're very good when it comes down to the finding out what's going on, researching, getting to the bottom of things. Really research things. Trust what your intuition's telling you. You're a water sign. So, and try, Scorpios, to go with the flow a little bit more, because otherwise you're going to come up against things more suddenly and more violently. If you can go with the flow, go with that river, it will be much, much easier for you. Then we've got Sagittarius. Sagittarius, okay, you've got great ideas about the big picture. You're going to like all this possibility of traveling. You like to travel, you like to see into the distance. Develop that spiritual side of yourself. There's a very spiritual side also. Sagittarius has the gift of prophecy, of seeing into the future. Try and develop that within yourself. Try and trust as well the intuitive urges that you will be getting during these times. Luckily, you're a mutable sign, so you are, if there isn't too much fixed in your chart, you should be able to flow with these changes. Capricorn. Capricorn, you're an earth sign, and Pluto's in your sign. So boy, Capricorns, you've been having huge transformations since November of 2008 when it went into your sign. So boy, it's all been happening for you, no question. Huge transformational changes, but you are also, if you go with these changes, able to reach people on a wider level. You're able to have much more power for yourself. If you allow yourself to take your power and your strength through these changes, you can make a huge impact on people and on the world in general. Then we've got Aquarians. Aquarians, well, you're a fixed sign, but you're also a problem solver. You think outside of the box. We're going to need Aquarian energy. If we're supposed to be coming into the Aquarian age, we need it. We need these ideas. We're going to need new ideas as to how to run our technology. How we're going to run it without electricity. What are going to be new ways of getting around transportation-wise? Oil has had it. A lot of our fossil fuels, they've had it. We're not going to be able to use those anymore. Aquarians, we need those ideas. Get on with coming up with those ideas. The world needs it. Then Pisces. Pisceans, you really would like to get away from this whole thing. You would like to just escape into another world, another reality. And with Neptune coming into your sign, that's going to encourage you even more to try to escape. Try to develop that wonderful side of you, that compassion that you have, that wanting to help people, particularly working maybe with hospitals, with prisons, with the less fortunate, volunteering yourself in one way or another. This is a wonderful way for you to work through these changes. As well, listen to your dreams. Pisceans often have vivid dreams. Your dreams may help you through these times. And also remember, Pisceans, you do need to be practical. Do some practical things as well to ground your energy as well. There you have it.
Oh, that was fabulous, Barbara. Now, I have a question for you. What if a person's chart, in their chart, they have the sun sign, which is a cardinal sign, and their ascendant, which is also a cardinal sign? What are they in for?
Well, it would depend on the degree and the sign, but for sure they are going to be up for some deep personal change. How they see the world is going to change. How they present themselves to the world is going to change. In fact, people may see you so differently because you are changing drastically. And depending where the other one is, it could be affecting your home, your family, your roots. And equally, it probably is going to affect your career, your life direction, where you feel you're going.
So whether we like it or not, change is here.
Yeah, I was getting used to it.
And okay, now we always talk about a heart of a period, isn't it? Like the intensity is the most at that time.